The European Commissioner for Human Rights has called on Britain to scrap its plan of deporting asylum seekers to Rwanda. Now, this comes after the United Kingdom passed a bill to deport any asylum seeker who is in the country illegally. European highest right body says the United Kingdom government should refrain from removing people under the Rwanda policy and reverse the bill. The asylum seekers would have to await a decision on their application in Rwanda. The first flight carrying illegal immigrants from the UK to Rwanda is set to depart in July. Now, to discuss this, we're joined by Dr. Vusumuzi Sibanda, Chairperson for the Africa Diaspora Forum. Hello, Doctor. Thank you so much for joining me at this time.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your viewers.
Good afternoon. All right, so Britain on Monday passed a bill to have illegal immigrants deported to Rwanda, and this has actually caused a huge debate, with many disagreeing with this. What is your opinion on this?
Well, look, legislators will always pass bills and acts, and the issue will be, will that pass, in terms of how it is aligned with the human rights law and the various conventions, that deal with, asylum seekers and refugees, like the 1951 Convention. Now, already, because the EU Commissioner has said that, Britain must scrap this, and the reason for that is that Rwanda is known that as a country, it has got a very bad human rights record. So this is not likely, to continue, because we foresee a situation where any action towards implementing this law is going to be taken to court. And we know that last year the court ruled against this, and the likelihood is that again it is going to rule against this. Okay. Now, but Doctor, do you think that Rwanda is capable of accommodating refugees? The fact that we don't even know how many asylum seekers there are, and, we don't even know what races they're from. Well, look, the problem with Rwanda is that we all know that President Kagame has been at the helm of that country for a very long time, which shows the levels of democracy in that country, that they are very questionable. So there is a lot of information that is not shared about what is happening in Rwanda, except, the purported development that we see. And therefore, the capacity for Rwanda to basically, handle, asylum seekers is very much questionable, because we've got a lot of people that are seeking asylum and refugee from Rwanda, running away from, the dictatorship and the oppression and repression in that country. How much more for asylum seekers or refugees that are coming from other countries, if they're going to be treated well? We are of the view that Rwanda is only doing it, and happy to do it, because it is looking at the incentive that is going to be generated from that, and probably to try and have a good name.
Okay. Now, I seem to remember in November last year, the UK ruled that Rwanda is not a safe country to send refugees. Yet now, the Prime Minister has actually given a green light for the bill. Now, would you say this is fair for immigrants, regardless of their status, from entering the UK?
It is definitely unfair, and you will remember that even then the Prime Minister vowed to continue, with the bill, despite what the court ruled, in saying that, Rwanda is not a safe country or destination for asylum seekers and refugees, which is the reason why we are confident that this decision is likely going to be taken to court, and the court again will once again rule against that, because the purpose of the 1951 Convention is to make sure that people are safe. So the form cannot trump, substance. So what is going to happen basically is that the purpose for refugees and asylum seeker conventions is to ensure the safety of people. And if Rwanda and the court has ruled that it's not a safe destination, it would be impossible to send people there. And that's why I am of the view that definitely this matter is going to find itself back in a UK court, and the court is going to rule against the implementation of that act.
All right, well, thank you so much, Dr. Vusumuzi Sibanda, for joining me and speaking on this. Thank you.